I'm back. New live. I don't know what happened. Hopefully everybody can come back. Let's see here. Are we back? Okay, good. Boy, I don't know what happened. It's the weirdest thing. I have never had that happen before. It's so strange. It's like YouTube went completely gone from my phone. Hi, Simon. Yeah, so, but we're back now. I guess everything is okay. I don't know. Crazier things have happened. But anyways, what I was saying before I disappeared is that I'm just cutting this little taper in here so it it won't overlap. Okay. So we have 3 pieces and 3 pieces. So then we take back our cover. Simon, I was just thinking about you today. I was at a local scrapbook store earlier today, and they had this little display of your newest release. It was the cutest little thing. And your inks. They had your inks too. Okay, you guys. So it looks like we won't have to shave a hair off of this. But so what's going to happen is we have the 3 pieces that are, creased and scored. So we're going to put a bead of glue on the one side of this hinge. Maybe more than a bead of glue. Really make sure she sticks. Okay, and then we're going to line this up, and your piece that's scored, okay, that's going to be sticking up on the other side. So we're going to line this up even with the top and the bottom, and then we're going to press the hinge down. No, Michelle, I was actually at a different store today. So I'm teaching a class. I'm teaching a class at a scrapbook store. It's called the Scrapbook Superstation. It's in Butler, PA. I think it's on September 4th. But it's with the Fall Forest paper pad and the 8x8 Easy album. So I'm teaching an in-person class at another scrapbook store. They're going to start carrying, I think, just a little bit of our products. So I was there today. And I'm excited. I'm so excited, you guys, to go teach a class to some new folks. I am obsessed with independent retailers. I think the small business scrapbook stores are the cornerstone of the craft industry. I really do. That is where you can really learn how to use stuff. That's where you can touch stuff and try stuff. I mean, honestly, think about it. If you go into Michael's, if you go into Joann Fabrics, if you go into Hobby Lobby or something, they're 9 times out of 10, the people there, aren't gonna let you try something because they don't even know what it is. And they're not gonna know what to do with something. You know what I'm saying? So these smaller independent local scrapbook stores, I think, really are what crafting is made of. So I encourage people to support those whenever they can. So Yeah. But yeah, anybody in the Pittsburgh area that would like to sign up for that class, it's in Butler, PA, so it's about 45 minutes away from Brutus Monroe. But you can just call them and tell them you want to sign up if you would like to go. Okay, so now that that's adhered, I'm going to put glue on the opposite side of the hinge and just on the bottom. And then we're going to take our piece that isn't scored and we're going to line that up with the other piece. Top and bottom, side to side. And then we're going to press that down. So, yeah. I say that all the time. While big box stores often, and then look, we have our page. We're not done yet. But so we're going to have to put glue on this other flap. So we're going to put a little glue here. Just to glue that up. And then we're going to press this flap over. Okay, so we might have needed to cut off a little hair, but I can make this one work. Remember when I said we might need to cut off a hair? I was right. But I can just re-burnish this one, and it'll be okay. I'll cut the extra little bit off the next one. But at any rate, now we have a page. That at the top of the page, there's a little opening pocket. So we're going to be able to put tags in there, okay? So let's do precisely this, what I'm saying. Like literally, you see that it's like a little hair. We're just going to trim that off of both of these pieces, just to be safe. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. So while big box stores oftentimes can offer, you know, like an extra coupon or, you know, a whatever discount or whatever it may be. That's all fine and well. But the thing is, they don't have the knowledge that people in like a regular independently owned store have. And I'm not saying that they're like stupid. I'm just saying that, you know, the people working there aren't necessarily there because of their love of crafting. They might be there because, you know, they have to support their family, or, you know, that's where they could find a job, or they just want to get a discount on certain things. It might not always be because they just really like crafts. So I kind of look at it like cars, okay? So if you want to go get your car fixed, you know, because it's making some noise that you don't know what it is, you're going to want to, you don't necessarily want to take it to the cheapest and easiest, most inexpensive thing. You know why? Because that cheap and inexpensive place might not really be able to fix the problem. They might be able to put a little Band-Aid on it. But that's kind of like how I feel about it. And I feel that way with other industries too, not just like the craft industry, but just in general. Like restaurants, I love to go to like family-owned restaurants. Oh, what trimmer am I using? Yes, it's the Creative Memories trimmer. I love that trimmer. It is my absolute favorite. I will tell you guys, I have so many paper trimmers. I have a problem with craft tools that every time I see something new come out, I'm like, oh, I really want to try that. So I was thinking about that one for like a really long time, okay? And then I finally got it, and I'm so glad I did. I love it. It has all these different blades you can get that cut like different types of edges. So there's like a scalloped edge, there's a like postage stamp edge, all kind of different edges. I highly recommend it. I really like the trimmer a lot. Oh, I forgot to put the glue on the bottom. I'm talking too much, you guys. But at any rate, yeah. So that's the trimmer that I use. A lot of people do ask me that. I think you have to get it like from Creative Memories. Like, I think you can just go to their I just went to their website and like ordered one. I don't know if you have to like have. I know they have those like sales representatives, you know, kind of like Mary Kay or something. But um, I just went on their website and ordered one, and I really like it. I have a We Are Memory Keepers one that I really like too. I had that one's at work, but it has cuts and score lines, and it's really helpful for me at work because it does both. So I don't have to have two different things. But the Creative Memories one's my favorite. My favorite. You do have to replace the blades though. I will tell you that. They don't last forever. All right, so we're just gonna press and burnish. Yeah, Tisha, it is expensive for a trimmer. I agree. But I'll tell you what, I've had it for over a year now and I don't, so I'll show you real quick. It has all these different blades and they store in the bottom. So like if you want this stamping blade, you just slide it out and switch it. Okay, there's a scoring blade, decal, Victorian, all this. I mean, these you have to buy separately. But, so the only thing you have to replace, and the blades just pop out like this. It's like a little cartridge. You just drop it in and close the lid. This plastic piece, you have to replace that too. It's like the cutting part. So I will say that you have to get extra some things, but I really like it. It's my favorite trimmer I've ever had. I think it was worth it. And I don't like sell Creative Memories or anything like that, so I'm giving you an honest opinion. I have no affiliation with Creative Memories. I just really like their trimmer. All right, so we're just going to pop in this last page. And the good thing is, once you've done the first two, it's like pretty easy to line up because the other ones are kind of in line. So like I said, the first part, you just put the glue on the back of the hinge. Oh, little piece coming up here. See, I'm glad I saw that. And press. When you're creating albums, pressing and burnishing is very important. You really want to make sure that you get stuff on there good. And then for the second part, we just put more glue. I don't know how I feel about this top piece. So I put this thing on because it replaces the need to have a pin because I lose the pins. But it flops around when you're using the glue. So I don't know if I like it. You kind of have to hold on. Mixed reviews about that so far. I don't know yet. Okay. So last piece of the last little page. We'll just pop that right on, lined up top to bottom. And we'll press. And we'll burnish. All right, so after I glue this last part, I think I'm gonna show you guys the albums for the event thing because I can't wait any longer. I'm so excited. I wasn't sure if Maria was gonna pop on, but she hasn't yet, so I'm just gonna show them. I'll show them again, probably maybe next week too, but. So the other thing is, once we start adding decorative paper, you won't see this line here, so it doesn't matter that that's there. Some people ask me that, so I wanted to clear that up, that you won't see this little piece because the pattern paper. So then once we do this, we want to just make sure we flip the pages to the other way in burnish. So all of the pages, you know, move nicely and freely. So, and there we have it. We have our album all. Oh yeah, it is a new way, Donna. I actually learned this. I was taking a class from this lady, and I really liked the way that she did it, so I decided to try it. And it's just with glue. It's instead of double-sided tape. I mean, I think there's a time and place for both ways, but yeah. So it's wham, bam, bam, and then this will be pattern paper up here, so we're not going to cover that. And then over here, I think maybe we'll do like a double pocket or something, or like a flip. I don't know. I'll have to think about this for a minute, what we're going to do there. But how exciting, you guys. We have our pages in, and then we have 3 like pockets here for some tags. And I don't know, Graphic 45 makes tags. Let me see if I can find a little package of those. So we don't have, I don't think we have these tags, but these might fit in here. Let me see if one fits in. You can use media tags, or the other thing is you can just kind of cut your own tags. So let me see if one of these fits in this size. The only problem is it'll fit, but it won't fit in the box if we have this coming out of the top. So really, we'd probably have to cut, like about an inch or so off, and then just re-round these corners, and I could use this kind of tag, but, or you can just create your own tags. But that's the cool part, is that the top of the album has openings, doing the pages this way. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. If nobody has noticed, I really have an obsession with making albums anymore. We are going to continue to decorate it, but first, I want to show you guys the projects. Okay, so first I'm going to show you the first project that happens at the event. So this isn't completed yet. I have it almost there. I have to embellish it and do like the one section. And I have all my little pieces. So for the first project for the Merry Makemas event, it's one of the Graphic 45 waterful folio albums, and we're using the Photoplay Kringle & Company collection. And you will also get these die-cut tags as part of the package. But so this is going to be a recipe book. So this is what it looks like with just like the paper and the distressing. There will be like more things on the cover. I just didn't get to that yet. Because when you see the big album, you're going to realize why I haven't gotten to that yet. But at any rate, so you open this up, and there's these trees here. There's a pocket over here. This side over here is what's not finished yet. That's why all my little pieces are tucked in there, so don't pay attention to that. But this has a pocket, and there's a little booklet that goes in here that is in my little other stash. But then this is the first waterfall, you guys. Look at it. And here's a sneak peek. This is actually a die cut that we're releasing with our holiday release. So, surprise. But that's not even the coolest part. But so this is the waterfall closure. There's the magnet on here. But that's why I put the ornament die cut on both sides to kind of cover. So you'll see on this part that's not done. You see how it's like a strange shape? It's really hard to duplicate that. So I just decided to put the die cuts there. So it, you know, kind of worked. So then you have all of the waterfall pieces. Okay. And then there's a surprise underneath. But I'm just going to flip through. all of these. I'm sure you can tell what the surprise is underneath already. But it's so cute. I love this collection. But okay, so there's red and green, and they're little belly bands. And then you guys, I haven't decorated these yet. I just put them in here because I just had these made the other day for this. But they slide out, and they are chipboard recipe cards. So here's my thought of what's going to happen. So the recipe will go on one side, okay? And I'm going to do all cookies. So I'm going to make mine completely Christmas cookies. So the recipe will go, and it won't be chipboard. Like I'll either paint some of this or I will have another piece created. Don't worry about that. It's just, and then the other side, I'll put a picture of like whatever it is. So like if it's thumbprints, or chocolate chip, whatever it is. But so then those will slide, they slip right in here, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6. There's 6 on that side, okay? And then you can see I have all my pieces cut. There's going to be 6 more on this side. I just haven't put this side together yet because when I do these for an event or a class like this, I create the instructions as I'm making it. So that's why this part isn't there yet, because I don't like to do it unless I'm like actually crafting, typing, like that kind of thing. But I have all the pieces cut for this side, and I have, so this is just the extra recipe cards. There'll be 2 more ornaments, die cuts here, sandwiched on top of this. But, and then obviously there's different elements from this collection that we'll embellish with. And there's also a sticker sheet. So all of those things will create embellishments. But again, I have a 10 more, well, 6 more will go into the book. So there'll be a total in this little album. There'll be 12 recipe cards. So yeah, this is at our Merry Makemas event in October. Yeah, and so you guys, that's the other thing. So when you attend this event, you'll get full color instructions of everything. Well, I don't know if that, well, yeah, probably color, I guess. But you'll get all these instructions. So if you wanted to make another one for like a different type of year, oops, one of my pieces just slid out, see? Get that back in there. But you get everything at the event comes with it. So you get all the paper, the recipe cards, you get all of the things to make the whole project. So any of those who want to come to Pittsburgh, that is the first one. That's day 1. We're going to make that. Now, day 2 is the big one. Me and Maria collaborated on this album. And you guys, I've been dying to show you this. This album actually is the whole reason I wanted to have this event. Because it's extremely difficult to ship the supplies to make this because the cover page piece has to be really large. And there's a lot involved in this. But it's the cover is 12.5 by 12.5. And the pages are 12 by 12. So this is a true 12 by 12 album made completely from scratch, completely from paper. And I'm so excited to show you, but here it is. This is the cover. I'm over the moon about this album, you guys. So this is yet another sneak peek of those die cuts. Yeah, I know. It's great. So this, let me tell you everything that's going on here. So this is a chipboard wreath in the back that we used. It's actually a new embossing powder that's coming out for the holidays. So I think it's called Sparkling Spruce. I could be wrong, but regardless. You'll see later this week. And then there's the bow has the poinsettia embossing powder. And then the word joy, it's 2 different pieces of chipboard that were embossed with sterling sparkle and gilded sparkle. And then the die cuts, this is our new gold metallic cardstock and then just gold glitter stock because it's a 2-piece die. Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn, I'm showing the big album that we're making at my October event. It's in person. You missed the first one. There's a recipe album. You'll have to go back and watch. Also, you guys, I just want to say, Carolyn showed this Halloween scent warmer on Facebook today that I really want. So, Carolyn, when I can order that, send me a little email or a message or something. But it's really cool, this thing she posted. If you're friends with Carolyn, look her up. It's like a little Halloween plug-in warmer that lights up. It's haunted house. It's cool. Anyways, okay. So that's the front cover of the album, and then this is the back. And there's some stickers on the back that we just put there. So let's open her up and see what we have inside. Little ribbon. I don't even know if it's going to fit in the frame. I got to move my coffee cup, guys. Hold on. It's in the way. All right, so first things first, we'll start here. This is page 1. There's a big pocket here. And then this is Santa's belt. It's like a belly band. And then this piece comes out. It's just like one large mat that you can add pictures to. And this and that. And then this page, the first page we're into, is a snowy window. I love this idea. So it looks like snowy window. Carolyn, it's photo play. I forget what it's called, to be honest. We ordered it specifically for this album. I think it's called Not a Creature with Stirring. Okay, so the window page, when you pop that open, you have all of these photo mats ready to go with some little Santa Mrs. Claus. Okay, and then each page slides out. There's another mat that you can slide out. So then the next page, we have these 3 little things with these long tags that you can pull out. Perfect for that. Then on the next page, there is a large waterfall. And this waterfall is sized so you can put a full 4x6 photo on it. So we have craft in burgundy, and there's little messages in every little piece. So you have all those, no peeking. And then, you know, little Santa there with the magnet. And then this pulls out. Then the next page, so this is kind of like a feature page. This is really cool. So you open it up to this, and you have all these different mats here, right? But this is the cool part. These open. So I'm going to have to show you half of this at a time. So this is the first half. Photo there, and then we have all these numbers. And then that's the second part. And then we have the third. It's all counting up. And then the last part, it does December 25th. And then it goes all the way up to the 31st. So it covers like the whole month. And this is like a 4-page spread. Yeah, it kind of does remind me of December Daily. Yeah, that part. I love December Daily albums. So then this one slides out too, the matting, the little insert. And then this page, there are these come out, but there's little pockets you can put stuff in here. You can tuck these under here, one of them under there, one of them down here if you want, however you want to do it. And it's the same thing on this side. And then this pulls out too. And then this page has a larger belly band, and this comes out. And these are little pockets here. So there's tags that can go in here. Slide this in. And then on the very last page, you have another photo mat and another large pocket to put, you know, whatever you want in there. And then that is the back. So, and then you just tie up your ribbon, but this is the cover. So again, I'm so excited about this event and this album because, like I said, the album cover itself specially ordered and cut just for this. Oh, thanks, Carolyn. Yeah, the wreath is just, it's all pieces of chipboard that were heat embossed with embossing powders, and then the ornaments are die cuts. The ornaments are actually a die we are releasing with our holiday release, which will be in less than a week. So that is album number 2. This is recipe album number 1. That isn't, it's not finished yet, so don't judge the cover, but this is the cool part. The recipe cards that come out. So this will be done very soon. And then the third one is one of the 8x8 Easy albums. And that is not fully designed yet because I'm waiting for samples of the new paper that we are going to use for that, because it's going to be like a whole new set of paper for us for that. So that will be the third and final one. That will be a kind of maybe a surprise for a little bit later. But yes, if you would like to come, please sign up. There are a few, I know there's like a handful of spots left, so join us if you like. We will be more than happy to have you. So I think I'm just going to go back to this real quick, and we're going to do what kind of hinge system. For which one? For this one? Oh, it's, they're 1/2 inch, Carolyn, so it's like 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch folded together, another 1/2 inch space, and then 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch folded together, 1/2 inch space. I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly, but but it's similar to this. So where there's like a little bit, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 2, 1/2 inch. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not just talking crazy. Okay, but okay. So for this, what I think I've decided to do, I'm gonna put in. I think we're gonna flip a page out, and what I mean by that. Yeah. So we'll do 5 1/4. Same thing as like the pages. So it's just going to be 5 1/4 by 7 3/4, and then I'll score it. Yep. That shall work. And then what I'll do is score this at 4 3/4. Okay. And we're going to attach this to the edge. And then we'll have a little flip out. Flapperoo, flip out, whatever you want to call it. All right. Yeah, so I'll be able to attach this here. But I want to first round my corners. I'm just going to use a 1/4 inch corner round. I really like the 1/4 inch one for some reason. I don't know why it is. I think maybe on smaller projects I like it better. Okay, so then this will flip open this way. So what we're going to do is just put a little bit of glue. Hi, Tina. Good evening. And the reason I'm putting this in first is because when I put a piece of pattern paper in, I want to make sure that I can cover up the edge. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. All right, so that's just going to live there. So you see what I mean? So this little edge here that I've put, once I put pattern paper over this, you won't see that. So it'll just kind of look like it's part of the book. Okay. So now that we have that, when we open this, this flips out to something else. It's like a little extra surprise, right? But I do want to put a couple I think a double pocket. Do I want to do a double pocket or just one pocket? Maybe we'll just do one pocket. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a piece of pattern paper on first and then decide. How about we do that? I know we've all been waiting for that. So in this case, for the pattern sheet, I'm going to do 4 7/8 because I just want a tiny bit of a border. And then we're going to do 7 7/8. So it's going to be 4 7/8, 7 7/8. So let's take a look at our paper and find something that we really want to be. You know what, let's just go straight for the 12 by 12 because that paper actually has the foiling on it. And if this is on the inside cover, I'd love to see this foiling. I think these pumpkins are going to be the winner. Maria's here. Oh my goodness, she heard us talking. I just showed the album, Maria. Oh, maybe these pumpkins. Oh gosh, you guys, I love this paper. I can't even tell you how much I love this paper. All right, yeah, so I'm going to do these pumpkins with these butterflies. Hello. Country Craft Creations, hello, hello. I actually watch them all the time. I signed up for one of their events, as a matter of fact. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this down to 12 inches. Cut the little branding strip off. So what did I say, you guys? 4 7/8 by 7 7/8. So here's something important to note. This is a directional pattern, okay? So when we put this on our little book, we need to make sure that we're cutting the measurement in the direction the pattern's going. I've made that mistake before on other books. So, all right, so the first thing I'm going to do is cut this 4 7/8. Yeah, I'm really excited about that 12 by 12 album. I'm just excited about that event in general. Anything in person is exciting. So, all right. So then I'm just gonna cut this to 7 7/8, and always I save these little pieces. Prima paper is just so delicious that you have to keep it. You have to save it. I'm obsessed with Prima paper. I know I've said this a million times, but okay. So now you'll see that this fits perfectly on our page here. Do you see that? Perfectly like a dream. And there's just a tiny bit of black border. So I'm going to distress the edge of this. Now I'm going to use, there's two, well, maybe I won't use this one. Maybe I'll use the other color. I don't know if I have it around. So there's two things you can use. Well, there's more than two things you can use. But I think the vintage photo or the black soot looks good. Those are Maria's recommendations. I think for this, though, I'm going to go with the vintage photo. Only because... Let me look at the collection. There are some browns in here, so I kind of want to keep it. So here's the thing. I use the... just the Ranger foam. I know this says scrapbook.com. It's just their tool. But it's the Ranger foam things. I like the black soot gets her vote. Yeah, I know, Maria. You and that black soot. I don't know where it is. I really don't. It's wherever my inks... No, it isn't. Maybe I do have it over here. No, I don't. I know where it is. It's really far away. So we're going to go with vintage photo. Listen, there's browns in this. I think the vintage photo is going to work well for this. So I'm just going to take it and just kind of rub around the edges. When it goes to the corners, though, so this is what I'll say. I go a little further in on the corner to give it like a little extra love. Yes, I agree, Michelle. It is fall. That you're right. So, and then you can just kind of tap it on the edge like this. And then the cool thing is you can use these distress inks. Now, this is not the oxide ink. This is the regular distress ink. You could use the oxides, I guess. I've tried it before, but I think the distress inks, they just dry quicker than the oxides. So, now if I was going to be doing some like mixed media techniques mixed into this book, I probably would maybe think about doing the oxides, but no, I'm just using the regular distress. And then you'll see, the cool part is, once we get this glued on, you'll see what I mean about why this looks nice. I mean, number one, it just kind of frames your paper. But then when you put it on there, you see how it just kind of like blends in. Now, if it were, I know Maria's probably thinking, well, if it were the black soot, it would really blend in. All right, so let's take some glue, and I'm just gonna glue this down. And then from here is where we'll kind of figure out what the next thing I'm gonna do on this little album is. But I'm excited that you guys are on this journey with me, because usually I make all these little albums and stuff and then just show them to you. So I'm glad that you were able to come and do this with me, because I only usually go live on this Christopher's channel on Thursdays now, but I don't know. I keep telling myself I'm going to make a whole video about this Maybe one day, when I find a few minutes of time. Okay. So that's kind of nice and pressed on there. And you know what? I'm so glad I pulled this from the 12 by 12 pad. And the reason why is because you get these. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like foiled accents in this paper. So it just really draws your eye kind of to the background, but then you get pulled back to the front with those pretty pumpkins. So that's the cool part. So you open this up, and then that's like the first thing you see. Isn't that so fun? I love that. I really do. So we could put like a little pocket, kind of a smaller pocket here. That might be cool. What do we think? Maybe like I don't know, would it be a floating pocket? Is that what you want to call it? I'm sure there's a technical term, but you know me, I don't have a technical term for everything. So that's what we'll do real quick, and then we'll probably have to work on this at another time. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do like a 4.5 inch, or maybe a 4.25 inch. Yeah, we'll do a 4.25 inch, so there's more border. Okay, so if we do 4.25 by 3.5, okay. So in order for that to work, if it's 4.25 by 3.5, you have to add a 1/2 inch on all sides. So really just an inch to either side. So if it's 4.25 by 3.5, you're going to want to go 5.25, okay, by 4.5. Okay, 5.25 by 4.5. We'll create a pocket that's 4.25 by 3.5. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to score a 1/2 inch along all 4 of the sides. So just make sure that if you're doing it on this end, you're only at a 1/2. All right, so we have this scored on all 4 sides. Okay. And then I'm going to do a little trim just across the edge here, not going over that line. Yes, I actually learned, so I learned how to make the pocket this way from Country Craft Creations, as a matter of fact. So if you guys love albums, I would definitely watch their video. They have a really great design team too. Jen Dubell, who's on our design team, is also on their design team, and she makes some pretty fabulous things. They all do. They do such wonderful jobs with albums, I'll tell you what. I'm always in such awe at the things that I see them create. They do a really fantastic job. Okay, so I'm just scoring this on all the sides. Or, I'm sorry, burnishing. I said scoring. I meant burnishing on all the sides. So it's nice and crisp and flat and everything lays kosherly. So, good night, Shannon. Oh, congratulations on your house, by the way. I should have said that earlier. Okay, so that's how that pocket's going to go. So what we're going to do is glue down just the one flap. We're just going to glue it to itself. And there we go. So that's glued down, okay? And then the rest of these 3 sides are just going to get glued right in. So I'm thinking maybe right here is going to be a cute little place for this pocket. And we'll make like a tag or something to go into it. So the next thing I'll do is just put glue on these 3 sides. And now, so today I'm using the Barely Art glue. I don't know if anyone's used this before. I think it's okay. Hello, Lysandra. All right, and then I'm just gonna press this down. Try to make it nice and straight. Centered, if you will. Centered, straight. Wham, bam. And then I'm just gonna burnish it on. Really give it a nice press. All right. Then we have a pocket. So what we'll be able to do here is add some pattern paper onto that. And the cool thing that might be interesting to do is, let me see if I can find the pad. Okay, so this collection has a 6x6 pad as well, which means that the elements are scaled down. So we can find a piece that might look nice. I'm thinking one of these plaids. Let me see. Plaid, linen. Hold on, please. Let me see which thing I like the best. I do like the linen. I think we're gonna go for the linen. So it's actually the same. It's the same paper. Okay. So we're gonna put the B side, the linen section. I might have said wham bam. Yeah, it's possible. Michelle, sometimes the things I say, it just... So we're gonna go 4 1/8 and 3 3/8 on this. And then we'll be wrapped up for today. Hi, Melvin. Okay, so remember, this is directional too. So we're going to make sure, right direction. So we're at 4 1/8 here. Wide. 4 1/8 wide. Right? 4 1/8 by 3 3/8. All right. So then we have our little piece. And we'll do a little fit test. Oh, it's perfect. So then I'm just going to grab the ink again real quick. Little dab will do ya. That's the wrong side. I want the linen. While I do think the mini pumpkins looks cute on there. I don't know. Should I put the pumpkins? I don't know. Well, I like the linen though. Pumpkins. Linen. Everyone's saying something different. Although these pumpkins, it doesn't have the foil detail. Yeah, okay, we'll do the pumpkins. See, this is why it's fun and exciting to do this together with you guys. But, so anyways, back to my love for Prima paper. I showed you the box and I showed you the flowers that we're going to do to put this album in. I'm telling you what, I know that a lot of it's sold out, but what I am going to stress to you, and I'm going to say this right now, we had the Prima 31, the Frank Garcia. We had the Prima Hello Pink Autumn, and they're all selling out, okay? But we also have the Christmas Sparkle. So anyone who loves this stuff, I would go on and get yourself your Christmas Sparkle soon. And here's why I say this. Because it's getting near the end of August. And what's going to happen very soon here is everyone is going to begin releasing Christmas things, okay? Which I couldn't be more excited about, although I do love Halloween. The Christmas stuff is going to start to disappear, and people are going to be upset when they can't get it. So if you like the Christmas Sparkle, that's one of the only ones we have left. So, and I did the same thing again. Around the edge, I do a little extra. because I think that that any little extra bit of distress, I'm all about. Okay, so let's just glue this up. But yeah, so my recipe book is the one for the event, and then also the 12 by 12, and then the 8 by 8 Easy album, which is going to, I believe it's going to be snowflakes. All right, so then that fits. Yeah, I'm glad we picked the pumpkins. Maybe I'll use the linen here. That's what we'll do. We'll put the linen here. So there we go. We have our first little decorative section of our Hello Pink Autumn album. I just love it, you guys. I love this paper, I'm telling you. So this would be the large piece of the linen. Do you think the linen would look good here? Yeah, I think the linen would look good here. All right, I said I was going to do that pocket, and that's it. I'm going to put this linen in just because we're talking about it. All right, so I think for this, we're going to go 4 1/8, just like the other bit. Yeah, 4 1/8, 7 7/8. And then we'll just have to round the quarter. All right, and then this will be it. But I think I should put this in while we're on the topic of the linen and the pumpkins. So I have to round the outside corners because the other corners I have rounded. So you want to make sure that your corners will match up. And then before I do any... Wait, I messed this measurement up. That's okay, I have an idea. Something's like way off. All right. I don't know what happened here. Hold, please. I'm just gonna, don't tell anybody, I'm just gonna cut a whole new piece of paper. I have no idea what I just did. Good thing I got a lot of this. Oh, that's why. Because it's it's 4 5/8. See, remember when I said wait. So it's 4 5/8 by 7 5/8. I wasn't paying attention, you guys. That's why I said it's time to go to bed. Yeah, Michelle, you're correct. Don't do craft math after 10:30. Okay, now we're cooking with gas here. I know Maria is just dying on the inside because I have a feeling that she's thinking the exact same thing that I'm thinking right now. It's kind of an inside joke, so I'm not going to get into it. But oh, that fits perfectly, you guys. All right, so I'm just going to ink up our little corners and edges. I'm so glad we put the linen over here, though. I think that it's going to look really nice like this. But again, Grab your Christmas sparkle. There are still some of the Hello Pink Autumn flowers and some of the other stuff. Um, and there's a little bit of the Halloween, the 31 left. But, you know, like I said, Prima paper is high demand. I love it. I absolutely love it. I really love that company. I love what they stand for, what they do. They have some really nice products. So, no extra distressing. All right, and then that's gonna fit really nicely right there. So let me just glue this on. And then we'll pop it in. And we'll press. Burnish that on. No bubbles. Maria, I have not, but I'm going to check it out now. Oh boy. All right. So that is it for what we're going to do on the little album tonight. I'm just going to fold this back and make sure that burnishes on there pretty well. We'll decorate that at another time. But the cool part is, I will show you. Now we have our little 5x8 album in the works. Tonight we got in some pages. We got 3 pages in. There's a pocket back here. The top of the pages have pockets, and then the front we have a little flip out, and we've begun the decoration. So I think it's already shaping up to be a really good project. And the rest of it really, now that we've kind of constructed the base of everything, the rest of it's kind of just decoration and adding maybe some more flips and folds here and there. But yeah, I'm excited that you guys were with me, and then I'll just show you real quick one more time for our class, or our big Merry Makemas event, the big old 12.5 by 12.5 album. So make sure that you check that out, and if you want to sign up, go for it. It's in person in Pittsburgh, and I would love to meet all of you. So if you guys need anything in the meantime, just send an email or reach out to us on social media. And if not, I will see you on the next one. Hopefully next Thursday's the Create Your Netting event. So maybe we'll do a special live sometime this week before then. But if not, I will see you soon. And have a great night, everyone. Goodbye.